So, happy solstice, everyone. I'm sure this is airing well past the solstice, but it's solstice
sometime
for
in
us.
January.
It's so dark out.
Happy New Year.
We'll never see the sun again. Oh, wait.
Yes!
Every day gets a little bit brighter because here we are
Fuck.
talking about Star Trek.
Woo!
As you all know, this is a Star to Steer Her By. We're doing the Star Trek thing. This is episode 332, sounds right?
Hot diggity.
Woo-hoo.
That went poorly.
That was sad.
Jesus.
Yeah.
That was a sad one. I'm less sad. I'm Ames. How sad are you, Caitlin?
On a scale of 1 to 10, like 1 being the saddest and 10 being the least sad, 8.
That's
I'll
pretty.
take
That's
that.
damn good, actually.
In this day and age,
It's a better day for me, I'm not gonna lie to you.
I'm Jake, and I'm fine.
That's my
We
secret,
know.
gang. I'm always sad. This is Chris.
Poor Bruce Banner.
Amazing. So before we get to our Enterprise episodes this week, which are going to be
Ooh.
Marauders and the 7th,
Reasonably decent week.
we're doing a quick gift exchange slightly earlier than usual, I think, this year. It's not February yet, so...
Yeah.
So we all have presents. I love my wrapping paper with the dinosaurs carrying gifts.
Yeah, let's
Yes.
get a picture of the wrapping
I
paper.
managed-
It's so cute.
I managed to actually get 2 different types of dinosaur wrapping paper.
wow.
Christmas wrapping paper
It's
this
also
year.
like lightly textured with snowflakes, which is
Ooh,
cool.
It is good.
Oh,
I'm really
that's
sorry.
adorable.
Yours is wrapped so badly.
It's fine.
It's
I
bad.
don't care. It's gonna get torn
Ames
apart.
is good, but yours is
Well,
not.
Ames
and that
doesn't-
one's got a big rip in it. I
Ames-
was like, son
Ames
of a
doesn't
bitch.
tear her wrapping
That's
paper.
true.
She's
Well,
very
that's good. Then
delicate.
I gave
Very
gave
gentle.
So
the
you chose wisely.
good.
Ames is going first.
I'm going first so I can get the dinosaurs out.
You can frame that.
Oh my goodness.
Make it a new Christmas decoration.
Oh, no.
Oh,
You're
you
doing a
ripped it.
little
Oh my
ripping.
god.
You jinxed her, Jake.
You've ruined everything.
I was gonna say you could probably just slide it out. I don't take the
Ooh,
paper.
it's
It's
a
a
book.
book.
It's
It's
a
a
book.
book. Nice.
What
Why
the fuck
is
is that
someone
noise?
texting me?
Hello?
They wanted to
Why?
underscore your
You
excitement
should
with
silence.
that.
You should
dingly-
go silence your
tinkly
phone.
tinkly.
I will
And then
silence
we'll
my
continue.
phone, but first I will tell you all this is the autobiography. Wow. Mouth.
Yep, it's that.
Mouth stopped working. The autobiography of Benjamin Sisko.
Unofficial.
I was going to say, by the prophets.
I think isn't it by Jake, technically? Is that the conceit?
Oh, is that the conceit?
then it's
I
not-
think I've
but-
heard about that. Yeah, by Jake Sisko. I love
So
it.
technically it's a
So
biography.
it's not an
but-
autobiography. What the fuck?
Well,
That's true. That's
Well-
not what an autobiography is, Jake.
it's the branding.
Jake Sisko.
All the others were the autobiography of X, Y, and Z, so they had to...
Maybe it'll be explained why it's an
Ooh.
autobiography. Maybe because Ben Sisko joined his brain, spirit, mind with Jake. And
The old
now
brain,
they're,
spirit,
now they're
mind.
the same guy.
You'll have to let us know how it is, Ames. It sounds like it'll be great.
Yeah,
They should have
sounds
released
great.
He is
two.
the best.
The full one, and then a really short one by the Visitor Jake.
Maybe the foreword is by Visitor Jake.
Ah.
You don't know.
Just the alternate
The
visitor.
last time
Jake
I
version.
saw my father.
That's very cool.
That's a good one. I look forward to that.
Yay. Does it matter which one I open first?
Open that one first.
This? Okay. It's my first present of the season. I'm very excited.
What the...
Fully functional, a cross-cultural collaboration reaching out to organics.
So it's a book of poetry, and the conceit is it's written by a robot in love with a human.
Oh, okay.
Read a couple poems for us, Caitlin.
My body includes the world's most sophisticated portable gas chromatograph, and the only thing I've programmed for it to alert me to is the butterscotch scent from your inner wrist.
They're all very
That's
sweet.
beautiful.
When I first bought this, because this was written by somebody on shitposting, so we'll definitely link to him because he seems cool. And when I first saw this, I was like, this is going to be amazing smut. But it's all actually very beautiful smut.
No, I was gonna say I just found the smut.
Yes.
I was going to say, when I saw the title, I was like, did you buy Caitlin's Star Trek porn?
Almost. I'm gonna read both of these.
Yes.
We can do it any way you like. I am both modular and fully functional.
Oh my god, he could be modular.
Ooh, like an exocom.
Whether I am inside you or you are inside me, the result is a cyborg, and that is hot.
That is hot. That's hot.
I'm not gonna lie, that's gonna be hard to
love
top.
this.
That's awesome.
I love it. It is by Edward Martin III.
So thank you,
So
Edward.
Trick.
Thank you, Edward, and thank you guys. Yes,
we should link. Yeah, we should link to his where you can buy it.
I will do so.
I love it. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I did read them all myself because they go very fast.
Yeah, no,
And-
they're very brief.
Unlike most androids, but I think you will enjoy.
Which is the second law of robotics?
Oh, I don't remember.
The first law is don't hurt humans.
Or by inaction cause them to come to harm.
I don't know.
I don't either.
No, it's both. I mean, but I don't remember anything beyond the first, to be honest.
Well, this says, although I must obey the second law, in your case, it thrills me. Oh, is the second law to do what people tell you to do?
Maybe?
That's probably right.
Kinky.
Oh, I love this.
Nice.
This is the fucking best. Thank you so much. And I've got
Yes, a robot must obey orders given it by human beings, except where such orders would conflict with the first law.
And the third rule, as we all know, is robots ain't shit. No, it's Neelix!
What? Oh my god, he's a pillow!
Oh, the joy on your face. It's so pure.
God, I'm so happy.
Character arc.
Oh, I love him. Where does he come from? Is he from Etsy? He looks like he's very handmade.
He is an Etsy find.
Oh my god, I love
The pattern for the jacket is just perfect.
giving his whiskers a tickle.
Ooh, he loves it.
Yeah, he does. Oh, a little too much.
It's impressive though. It's very.
Yeah, no, it's really.
He's great. I love the detail on the hair.
Yeah,
oh,
no, that's really.
my fucking god, and the spots. And
Like, I'm
his
shocked
teeth.
it's not like.
But the best part is no feet. No
True.
disgusting Neelix feet.
They've improved
Thank
him.
you. Oh my god. All right, well, this is the best Christmas ever. It's not going to get any better. Thank you so much.
Okay, I guess I'll go. Is there any one of these I should open?
Go with the wobbly one first.
Yeah, because it's like that was
This one?
just
Okay.
that was the gift.
This is not strictly Christmas. This is just.
It was like I saw it and I thought of you, and so I got it for you. But then I wrapped it because I try to wrap everything at Christmas.
Okay, oh, it's something to do with Dippin' Dots. It is.
Dippin' Dots.
What is it? Dippin' Dots.
What?
Not edible.
What? Oh, not edible.
Challenge
It's scented
accepted.
slime with mix-ins. It's a Dippin' Dots slime toy.
You know, like ASMR stuff.
It's
Yeah.
like kind of
Yeah.
floamy.
Wow.
You got him a little pink and blue Sulaban,
Yeah, it's
really.
like a little Sulaban.
I love it.
My thought was, I know that you've been doing such good work, being all healthy and stuff. So I thought Dippin' Dots that you can enjoy without any negative feelings whatsoever.
Wow.
Not that anyone should feel negative about the things they eat, but I know some people associate things like guilt and pride and whatever about their food intake.
Yeah,
So.
it's one less calorie for Jake to count if he just plays with this stuff instead of eating
And it smells like cotton
I mean, the
candy.
problem is
so.
I probably
That's
You
will
love
best
cotton
one.
candy.
end up
don't you?
eating it
That's
anyway, but...
Empty.
I'm sure it's non-toxic.
It says no eat several times on the box, but...
Literally no
Like,
meat.
it says...
It's 'cause it looks like
it's
toys.
not edible. Eat with a cross on it.
Oh, yeah, not eat. No eat, yeah.
No eat.
Not to 3
We have on the
seconds.
back we have not edible, no eat.
That's, wow.
All right, let me open this other one. Thank you, by the way. That's very nice, very thoughtful. And I do love Dippin' Dots.
I saw it and I was like, oh my god.
What is this? It's in a little. Oh, it's got a Star Trek Enterprise on it. It is.
Which enterprise?
TOS.
What is it?
That's the wrong song.
Ooh, it's a watch. It's a little Klingon watch.
It's made with
Klingon.
genuine leather, apparently.
Oh my god. Here, I want to put it on.
I was just telling Ames, I don't know if you were here when I said this. I don't think you were. I think this was literally the first gift that I bought this year. Like, I think I got it back in February.
Ages ago, yeah.
And then
I love
almost
it.
couldn't find it.
Oh no.
I really like the box. I didn't realize it came in this.
It comes in a
very-
nice little
yeah.
tin. It's wonderful. Hang on, let me.
Well, now I wish I had got one for Chris also.
Oh, I have so many watches.
So
already.
True.
the dial. So it looks like the hour hand. I'm guessing it's the hour hand. It's actually not running right now. I don't know if I need to like.
I think there's a tab.
Yeah,
Looks
you
like there's a tab
pull
you
the
gotta
tab
pull.
and push the crown in.
Yeah.
Oh, and you get to take that little sticker off the back.
Oh,
That's
speaking
the
of
best part.
ASMR. Do that right into the...
No, he's gonna say that for later.
Oh,
'cause
okay.
you have
No,
to
so
immediately-
the second hand
Crank.
is a Klingon bird of prey
Oh, that's clever.
that's flying around.
Oh, that way it makes more revolutions.
Yeah, and
Makes
then
the
it looks like
second
it looks like the minute hand is a dagger, and the hour hand is a batleth.
Ooh, we're gonna see a lot of those this week when we talk about our Enterprise episodes.
It's true. It's true.
Klingons love batleths, as we know.
And Maclets, or I've forgotten how to pronounce it.
Macleth.
I love it.
Yay.
Pretty.
Thank you.
Welcome. Glad you love. Yay.
I'm hoping this one gets on top. Oh, so what?
It's a puzzle?
I think so. It appears to be wood.
It is not a puzzle.
Did you make it?
I did not make it, no.
All right.
This is also an Etsy find.
Oh.
These are Voyager episode dice.
Some coffee required, and don't let Harry die again.
So
again, yes.
So one cube is the various. Yep, it's Chakotay, Janeway, the Doctor, 7 characters, Ensign Kim.
Oh, then we should have used these for our fanfics.
Has sex with, gets abducted by, starts war with. Seska, the Borg, the heroic. Oh my! And dies, and commits a war crime. That's Sisko.
A Coochie Moya!
And still not promoted. That's delightful.
Oh no!
Give him a whirl. See what you get.
See what we get.
All right,
do it.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
I really what we just did was gotta home make our own for our next fan fictions.
Oh my god! Actually,
that wouldn't be too hard.
Pat could do that.
Okay,
Yeah,
so we've
he
got
has
Captain
the wood,
Janeway.
Yeah.
Starts a war with the Herodian.
Sounds right.
And dies.
That sounds like
Nice.
her.
And she dies because she blows
Blew
up
up
the ship.
Yeah,
obviously.
That's. I'm pretty sure there is that episode. Like that's
Pretty much,
already
yeah,
a show.
That's great.
Actually, yeah, because she almost dies in the one where they, turn the holodeck into war games.
Well, that is fucking
Yeah, no, these are
spectacular.
I love the dice too. They're like little
Yeah, they're like
Yeah, those look like they got a great
little
feel.
laser
puzzly.
cut wood
Yeah, no,
bits.
it's a handsome thing, no less.
It's a handsome thing. They're lovely.
Speaking of handsome things.
Plus the lettering is like Voyager
Yeah.
font as well.
Yeah.
It's great. Uh-oh. What you got?
I don't know.
It looked like a Hallmark box.
It's Data and Spot.
Oh,
That's
that's
delightful.
lovely.
Look at Spot's big goofy face.
Oh, and yours has the batteries in already.
I just noticed what it's called. Yes.
Does it make sound?
It does. Well, basically all Hallmark ornaments make sound now, so they can charge you more.
Oh, cool.
That's how they get you.
It certainly is.
Well,
Where's
that-
the speaker. I'll hold it near the.
It's going to be very loud.
To Spot. Felis catus. Is your taxonomic nomenclature an endothermic quadruped, carnivorous by nature? Your visual, olfactory, and auditory senses contribute to your hunting skills and natural defenses. Oh, Spot. The complex levels of behavior you display connote a fairly well-developed cognitive array. And though you are not sentient, Spot, and do not comprehend, I nonetheless consider you a true and valued friend.
Somehow it's not the full poem. I wouldn't put it past Hallmark.
Yeah,
'cause
'cause
they make these things like a half an hour long.
That's so good. Oh.
That's very cute.
I have one more.
What?
But I couldn't wrap it, so I had to hide it.
Is it my BB gun?
You'll shoot,
You'll shoot
your
your eye out.
Hang on, I just gotta make sure it didn't get out. Hang on.
Is it a
God.
targ?
Jake let raccoons in the basement again.
Yes!
Hey!
Okay, everything's fine.
How many possums is he holding?
All of them.
How did you guess? All right, so this is for Ames.
What the fuck?
Okay, we gotta put it out here.
Why?
And Ames, you gotta open it.
All I can see right now is a cat carrier, listeners.
Oh, so Jake brought up our cat carrier. We have to let him out. With some skulls and bones, because, oh god, it's feeding Moopsy!
Oh, well, that's fucking precious.
So this is Moopsy. Who's Moopsy?
You haven't seen
Moopsy's from Lower Decks, and Moopsy's one of the best characters on Lower Decks.
We don't need the prop.
I've
prop,
seen him.
Jake.
I've seen enough of it.
Oh, Black
Them
Cat's
on-
freaked out because he sees the crate. I'm
Yeah.
taking away
Oh,
Black
poor
Cat.
Black.
It's like, no! I've
Oh,
been
no.
a good cat.
I am very aware of Moopsy via memes, so.
You'll still be delighted by Moopsy.
Yeah, yeah.
Moopsy is delightful.
Moopsy
You haven't-
looks like an
I
axolotl.
don't think you've heard Moopsy yet. Then no.
No, I have no idea what Moopsy sounds like.
Moopsy's noises are great.
Well, that's delightful.
Now Caitlin and I just have snuggling things.
Yeah, this is the best.
All episode long. Thank you, Jake. Every time I saw somebody posting moopsies on chip posting, I would show Jake, and I think he picked up the hint.
I was gonna say he took the hint, huh? Good work, Jake.
What's funny is I had already purchased that, and you started and like you saw one of those, like that exact toy, and I was terrified that you were gonna buy it for yourself.
I made sure I didn't because I expected you might do this.
Good.
I didn't think you'd make such a great show of it, though. Good work.
Yeah,
I have a long tradition of buying you themed stuffed animals now.
Got to keep going.
Yes, we have to keep... Well, here we go. Moopsie can hang out with Murph. Because
There we
Murph doesn't have bones.
True. True. Works out.
All right. Segueing smoothly. Super smoothly. So, we have 2 episodes to talk about. Marauders in the 7th. And I have a theme this week, as I typically do.
Oh, yeah?
That was easy.
So, in case you're looking for a title, wow, these episodes, their solutions are just, they're done now. Okay. So we're going to start off with Marauders. We open on this mining colony who see a shuttle pod come and land, and surprise, it's Archer. He's come to buy some of their deuterium, and also be the best friend they never fucking asked for, as he always does. Freaking Archer. So Tessic, their head miner, says, all our deuterium is already on reserve, or you can't have any. And Archer's like, well, we know you've got like a boatload of the stuff. Here, we'll trade you a bunch of Phlox's leeches or something for it, because, you know, we know you have it. And like, damn it. Fine. If it makes you go away, please. So it turns out, these people are constantly being extorted by Klingons who come and take their deuterium. And they are pissed that Tessic doesn't have his full shipment for them this week, month, however often they come and pick up deuterium from them. You have 4 days to get the rest. Korok out. I don't know why they named it. We've already had a Korok Klingon. God damn it. I'm so angry because my other Korok is the best Korok, and this guy's a douche. So Archer decides, give a man a 7 Samurai and you watch a movie for 3.5 hours. Teach a man to 7 Samurai and you'll watch this spin-off episode, I guess. So we do the normal training montage stuff. Reed and Hoshi are on phased pistol target practice in a room that's way too small that no one got fucking shot somehow. T'Pol and Mayweather are teaching advanced martial arts in like a fucking day.
But like not even, just like how to do like a roll.
How to duck.
Let me show you this advanced technique. You cheat to the left, you cheat to the right, you roll.
Yeah,
That's the move.
That's a special Vulcan dodge, not a normal dodge.
Susmana.
It's the time warp, except the Vulcan Science Directorate has determined time travel is impossible.
It's just a dodge to the left. And then a dodge to the right.
And then roll around on the ground, and you're all good. So we also move the town 50 meters downwind so no one could smell Archer's farts.
Or his pits.
And we're finally ready. And the Klingons show up, and the confrontation is fine. It was a little Ewok-esque to me. There was a lot of, like, very cheap little, like, you know, there was a tripwire, and we threw a rock, and no one gets fucking hurt. Fine. It's also not sustainable at all because the Klingons could just return and shoot up your fucking town, but whatever. But for the sake of the episode, everything goes great. No one dies or even gets a fucking boo-boo.
I know, and especially after all of the...
There it is.
Especially after all of the emphasis in the fucking med bay about, like, well, deuterium burns as hot as plasma and shit. I thought
it was
for
so
sure.
Anticlimactic.
Well,
yeah,
I think that,
and then
that
guy got his face punched in, and they were like, "Oh, let me just use a Q-tip on your here's some iodine."
Well, it was funny,
what the
too.
fuck?
The way they reacted to him getting punched, like everyone's freaking out. Like,
Clear the table! The kid like shoves everything
Like-
off the kitchen table, like they're gonna have to operate. It's
Was
like,
there an
calm
earlier
down.
Pick
draft?
up that plate. Don't throw it on the floor, stupid kid.
What, were
Kid's
you
an
raised in a
asshole.
fucking barn?
Like,
was.
it feels like there was an earlier draft where maybe the guy had gotten stabbed and they forgot that they'd rewritten him just getting punched so everyone could calm the fuck down.
Yeah.
But it definitely felt like either the leader or the second in command guy was supposed to die. Because
I don't know.
even in the Seven
Someone
Samurai,
needed to.
like...
The kid, please.
Oh,
anyone.
he was terrible. But like even in the Seven Samurai, I won't say who, but a lot of the samurai don't make it.
Like most of them, right? Like I know in the Magnificent Seven, most
A lot of
them
them don't
die.
make it. Yeah, like like, I don't know about the townsfolk. I generally don't remember. And I get it, though. Like, in this one, you can't kill the samurai because they're your main cast.
And there aren't 7 of them because they left Mayweather
Yeah,
and
well,
Hoshi
that's-
on the ship.
Mayweather, they was there for exactly one scene to help move a wall.
But he wasn't there for the confrontation.
Oh, yeah, no. I don't think
They
Hoshi
also
was in
left.
it
Yeah,
at
they
all.
also left.
Hoshi came and showed you how to fire.
Oh, that's
a pistol.
right, Doy.
And Phlox.
Oh, and she was
Phlox
great.
wasn't a factor either. Yeah, it was.
Phlox figured out something about what their medical needs or something.
Hoshi-
I thought they were gonna fuck for sure, him and her, because he. Do you need anything else? He's like hoping she didn't invite him to dinner so he could eat her celery off her plate and shit.
This is romantic to me.
Honestly, like, fucking, when Reed realized that apparently Hoshi had been listening to his shooting lessons, he was like,
Boing.
oh, maybe I should have taken you up on that offer when I thought it was a date.
Good thing I've been eating all this pineapple.
Oh my. But also, like, it's kind of nice because, like, in the beginning, obviously, we saw Hoshi being like, I suck at guns, I hate this. And now she's like, oh,
I learned this.
I noticed that, you're holding the gun wrong, and here's what I do. I thought that was a nice
she doesn't
arc.
participate in the battle. Yeah, the thing that fucking irritates me the most about this episode is
most of the end.
Most of the episode, because
Ooh.
okay, like there's the whole if you've seen any Seven Samurai knockoff thing,
So many.
Which there's so
then
many.
like they're the whole that the whole middle act is preparing for the battle, and in this case it involved the training montages with the martial arts
the
and
boring
and the shooting.
lecture from T'Pol about what Susmana is.
The boring lecture, but the other part that they did is like preparing the town physically, and they have to take this monumental task of physically moving the town
In 4 days.
in 4 days. And you know what would have been great? To have an entire crew of 80 some odd people
Oh, yeah.
participating in this, helping out. Hey, in fact, why don't we get those 80 some odd people
Cutler.
fighting the Klingons? Like, the townspeople outnumber them, but the townspeople plus the entire crew of Enterprise would certainly outnumber them.
Yeah.
But that's still not stopping the Klingons from coming back or phasering their town or nuking it from orbit.
I mean, the thing that's I just think it's ridiculous that this whole episode, the only people that are ever on the surface from Enterprise are our main heroes. Like, why? What is the rest of the crew doing during all of this?
Yeah.
Checkups with Phlox.
And then you could have had some fucking red shirt deaths.
Yeah.
You could have upped the stakes because there were 0.
No, but then it. Here's the thing: because it's been so long that we've not had any red shirt deaths, it means whatever at first happens, it's going to have to be like super meaningful to Archer that he's finally put someone in enough danger.
Sure.
And is this the episode to do that?
But we've said that before, and now I'm concerned that when it does finally happen, it's going to be glossed over because they're going to forget that
they never did this yet.
Yeah.
But here's the other thing. Like, you didn't have to kill the crew, the Enterprise. You could have killed the townsperson.
Just 1 or 2.
I thought the leader was going to get it. I thought for sure
the leader
when he
or
was
the guy that
like,
got punched.
When he was like, no, the guy that was going to get punched was clearly the action hero. He wasn't going to die.
I liked him.
It would have made more. It would have made more sense for him to take over after the other guy died. Like when he's like, "Hey, Klingons, we're not afraid of you anymore." I expected them to just be like.
Yeah, literally as he's walking down, as they're in a ring of fire, which is the stupidest thing I've ever fucking seen.
And the sounds they were all making too.
Yeah, and Tessic walks in front. It's like, you guys have phaser. You guys have Klingon disruptors.
Yeah, you could
definitely
shoot him through
you
the
guys
fire.
Haven't shot anyone, Klingons.
No
Come on.
one is writing this show. No one is writing it. It's an AI. It's Chat GPT.
Well, I mean,
but it's 2001 Chat GPT.
2002.
Whatever. It's really shitty
Way off.
because like someone typed in, "Hey, write me a mix of Star Trek and the Magnificent Seven, and make sure that nobody dies, and it has to be under 50 minutes."
We should actually go into one of those chat programs and punch that in and see if it just spits out this episode, or it just says that episode already exists, asshole. It's called fucking.
But here's the thing. Here's the other thing. Like, no fucking stakes.
No.
Like, You introduce this whole thing with the kid who's like gung ho to participate in the fight.
Right.
He's like Trip's new kid.
And you couldn't have a fucking scene where the kid tries to do something heroic,
gets hurt,
or here's my thought if I'm writing this, in the final showdown when they're about to blow up the wellheads or whatever, the Klingon guy has the kid, and he's like, "You think you've won?" And he gets his Klingon knife out, and Trip does something fucking heroic to save the kid at the last minute.
Sounds like Trip.
Because it did feel kind of like, again, don't get me wrong, the kid was a terrible actor. I'm glad we didn't see much of him.
We saw too much of him as it was.
Yeah, but like it did feel like we were supposed to care more about Trip's connection to him than I ever did.
True.
And again, it does kind of feel like a scene was missing.
I felt more for Data and the kid from Insurrection than for this kid.
Oh dear.
That kid was a better actor, I think.
Probably.
It's been a while since I watched
it.
I refused to ever watch it again. But
paid movie fees.
That means nothing with children.
True.
People are way too willing to let bad children in things. But yeah, I was trying to think of like
movies they shouldn't be seeing.
Just how many Seven Samurais I could think of, because there's like
not a lot.
There's Seven Samurai, of course. There's the Magnificent Seven.
There's two Magnificent Sevens.
Yeah, that's right. There's the remake. There's a like sci-fi version from like the 80s, which weirdly features a guy from the Magnificent Seven, but as a different character. Star Wars has done at least two versions, because there was a Clone Wars episode and a Mandalorian episode.
Oh yeah, the Mandalorian episode.
A Bug's Life.
That's a good one though.
Yeah, it is. Bug's Life is a
Life.
twist on it. To a certain extent, even the Three Amigos, sort of.
No, Three Amigos definitely. 100%.
Like, really, Three Amigos introduced the idea of them thinking actors are heroes that then plays into Bug's Life as well.
True.
Galaxy fucking Quest.
Yeah, there's a bit of that there. Yeah, that's true. It's not as obvious because it's not a town, but yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't have to be a town. Like, the idea of, like... Yeah, I mean, Galaxy Quest is just a remake of the Three Amigos in that sense, but...
Kind of, yeah. That's kind of where they split off. There's sort of straight homages like the Star Wars ones in this, and then there's the like
parodies.
There's the sort of the Three Amigo brand ones, which is Three Amigos, Bug's Life, Galaxy Quest.
It's where the heroes are
not
also
actually
unwitting participants.
Yeah, so there's sort of the actual, like, in the Seven Samurai they are actually, well, I think they're technically Ronin, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, see, I look at this episode and then I compare it to a much more successful spin-off, The Magnificent Ferengi, which they set up as the Seven Samurai. They do the montage thing. They're all ready to be Seven Samurai, and then they twist it.
Yeah,
and it's like, good. You subvert expectations. You do something new and original and fresh. And then this episode, it's just like, okay, let's just make it a fucking carbon copy, but with no death.
Like
no stakes.
The Mandalorian one. Mm-hmm. What stands out to me about that is that episode took the ATST, which is like...
Oh, yeah, and made it threatening.
Yeah, like, it's this thing that basically has just always been a joke.
Yeah,
because it was that chicken-looking thing that you see for 2 seconds in Empire, and then gets its ass handed to it by teddy bears and Jedi. And in this, it's like, oh, that machine is legitimately fucking scary. Mm-hmm. This was just Seven Samurai, but not...
Yeah, I was hoping, like, at the end, like, there would be something else that comes up out of it that's... I don't know, either like part of the ethical debate of like, can we make some kind of agreement with the Klingons? Can we make them see? Can we do literally anything other than just literal Seven Samurai?
Well, I also thought that, because Archer mentions like trying to get in touch with the Klingon High Council.
Right, yeah.
To be like, hey, we've done a lot of favors for you. Maybe you could take care of this.
Yeah, but like she said, those guys are clearly just pirates, so...
Yeah, really but on the other hand, if the council was aware of them going around and being honorless douchebags, they might come arrest them or something.
Is piracy honorable?
But also, what you've done is maybe they take care of these pirates, but hey, the Klingons got a nice world full of deuterium they might want to just say officially conquer. Definitely not staving that off.
Yeah, they would just kill the colonists, and that's fine, because fuck these people.
Oh.
Except our friend. I don't think I took down his name. Headband guy.
Yeah.
Already put him in the thumbnail.
Atta girl.
I mean, yeah, it's fine. It's just Seven Samurai, but not as interesting.
But Solo is the bar for this show that I thought it was a great episode.
I mean, like, it's not...
It's produced well.
Yeah, it's better than a lot of season 1 still, but...
I thought the lure them into the Ring of Flame was very, very dumb. And it made the Klingons into morons, though.
Well, these Klingons ain't too bright.
I want to know who the transporter operator on the Bird of Prey was and why he wasn't like, I was going to beam you into the center of town, but it looks like the center of town has moved a little bit. I guess I'll beam you over, because they still beamed into the center of town.
Yeah.
Maybe the orbits of the planet changed, because this is SETI Alpha 5, and...
See, you haven't experienced Blazing Saddles until you've seen it in the original Klingon.
Yeah.
That's what made this better, is if they'd gotten Gene Wilder to be the town leader.
If they'd gotten Christopher Lloyd to be the Klingon.
He's an ancestor of Krug.
Fucking, what's the leader dude's name?
Korok.
Not that Klingon. Not that leader.
Tessic.
Tessik's like, I have had enough of you! And then Christopher Lloyd shoots him.
It's good.
I get that at the end, the whole point is just the Klingons are like, ugh, God, these people are going to, actually try. I guess we'll leave. And I get that you want them to be peaceful. But couldn't he be at least, shot him in the knee? Or, sliced his face?
Who in the knee?
I used to be an adventurer like you before I took that arrow to the knee.
Yeah, exactly. Because there was no stakes, and because, the townspeople only won because Enterprise was there.
Yeah. Right, and they know how to duck and roll. That's what they know.
As soon as Enterprise leaves, Korok's just going to turn his ship around and come back and obliterate them.
Yeah, Tessic needed to, again, just mild violence to prove that he's willing. Even if he isn't really, but maybe it'll be enough, You know
what they should have done? They should have replaced the deuterium with helium. And then all of the Klingons would have sounded really funny.
Oh, wow. That is a Lower Decks episode waiting to happen. Oh, we killed Chris.
Oh, that's good. I like that.
You are without honor, Patak!
Good.
Yeah, I wish they... So, the deuterium... Now, I don't know shit about deuterium. The thing I know about deuterium is it's hydrogen... It's a hydrogen atom with...
Okay, so deuterium's real.
Deuterium is real. Deuterium, that's the thing. Deuterium is real, and it's a known quantity. There's
But you have to get it refined special for this show.
Here's the thing. From what I understand, my very limited understanding of it, deuterium is hydrogen. Normally a hydrogen atom is one electron and one proton.
Okay.
Deuterium...
One moon circling. One eye in the dark.
Exactly. Deuterium is one electron, one proton, and a neutron. So it's heavy hydrogen. Same same chemical properties, but it's heavier.
Hydrogen that's been eating those Dippin' Dots.
And it's used in various things. I know it's used to make it can be used to make plutonium. So when you heavy water is water that is got more deuterium.
Okay.
But there's tons of deuterium dissolved in the ocean.
Yeah.
In water.
Okay.
And I guess comets are also a good source of deuterium. But this is just an oil mine, an oil rig town. It's they're extracting natural gas.
Well, because again, they were all right, what is the Star Trek equivalent of farmers? And they were miners of some kind, but for some reason they said instead of dilithium, which duh. They went with deuterium. They went with a real thing.
They should have gone with some fake science fiction thing.
Well, and again, like dilithium, the classic, fuck, we need this. It's Star Trek.
And that was
thing.
Always what they were doing in TOS.
Oh,
was
constantly.
making friends with people who had some shit on their planet that they could use.
TOS is 95% mineral rights.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that what it was, they probably literally, I would bet my eye teeth that it was originally dilithium, and then someone came up with the idea of what if they have to blow up a gas pump. So they said, all right, fuck, what's a gas in this show? And somebody went, deuterium, and they went, fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it really could have been anything explosive.
Yeah.
Diarrhea.
Yes.
It could have been a diarrhea mine.
No, that's the next episode.
I mean, fuck, I'm sure if you shoot it right, dilithium complodes.
Yeah.
Sure.
Actually, maybe not, because the whole point of it is to regulate a matter-antimatter reaction.
So just then I thought you were saying that if you shot diarrhea, it would explode, and I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, actually, I guess dilithium probably is very hard to blow up.
Yes, I think Perhaps diarrhea wouldn't explode if you shot it, but it would make a mess.
But would it make a fart sound if you shot it?
Clearly.
What if,
Oh no.
because there's no sound in space, like, warp drive actually just causes a ridiculous fart sound? Like, if you could somehow go to warp in an atmosphere, which I'm sure would destroy the planet, but right before it does, you hear just like...
It's the ripping of the space-time.
There we go.
Oh, I thought you meant of the sound barrier or whatever.
The light barrier, the
Whatever.
warp barrier.
Whatever, you're going real fast.
The galactic barrier.
Ripping. Oh, man.
Yeah, anyway, I was disappointed in this one because, again, it's just like low stakes.
Yeah, I wrote down in large letters in my notes, too easy.
Mm-hmm.
Very easy.
I also just seemed like it was so obvious, like, Keswick? Is that his name? Tessic, whatever. Tesseract? Tessic is just a big bitch the whole time, and then and then suddenly isn't. And it doesn't feel like they gave us a good transition. It just kind of feels like one minute he's a dickhead, and the next minute he's like actually okay. And yeah, I felt like they like kind of hit that too hard. Like I feel like the director should have brought it back a little. Like it was almost too obvious. Like this is your stick in the mud character.
Yeah.
I don't want anyone else to get harmed. Don't worry, no one ever dies on Enterprise.
Don't worry, your people are safe.
You don't understand.
That's the
you don't
Enterprise
know what
guarantee.
show this is.
I don't know.
All right, I'm gonna pivot. What did you guys think of the little
weird
uniforms we had? Yeah,
I thought they were nice, but
they looked comfy.
What uniforms?
They're like
they're like that sandy one. With
oh yeah, we've
zip
seen
up.
those before.
Desert attire.
Yeah,
When did we see those?
In the Mr. Krabs episode.
Did we?
Those were different.
They were?
They were shirtless in that episode.
Well, they were shirtless a lot, but I feel like they were different because these ones they did not sweat through.
What, these ones this episode?
Yeah.
No, they
Caitlin very much
certainly
noticed them.
did.
Did they?
Oh, dude,
I
Archer had...
I thought they were the
Archer
same
had
ones as Desert Crossing.
major pit stains. And he at some point had some random, like, moisture on his chest as well. And I was like, damn, dude.
Yeah, I thought it was the same basic sort of deserty uniform, wasn't it? Oh, maybe it wasn't. Maybe it is a slightly different shirt. Because I'm looking at the picture of Desert Crossing now. Like, it's similar, but you're right. It might be a different overall look.
It might. No, I don't remember.
No, it might.
I know T'Pol's outfit is new.
Yeah, she's got a new one. That is new. That one's nice, and it actually, I mean, it's still practically painted onto her, but it's slightly less painted onto her than her other one, so that was good. Yeah, no, I think it's the same uniform.
Oh, shit.
But yeah, no, I did notice hers, that it was like, oh, it looks like she maybe can kind of breathe a little this time. And they even got her when she was in the, like, look like the townsman gear, and she had a headband on, because for some reason they wanted to hide her ears, even though it didn't matter.
I thought it was just look, she can fight, and for some reason she insists on doing it hand to hand.
It was so
with
weird.
no weapon in her hands.
Vulcan pride.
Made no, like, shoot
make
them with phasers.
So many
and
phasers.
Don't they know the Klingons have the Gital?
What's that again?
Is that the
To
knife?
the death?
That's two. That means it's the fake martial art that that Worf taught Sito.
Right. What is the dagger called?
Mechleth.
No, the one with the little sticky outie.
Oh.
Yeah, I can't
The one
remember.
from like Star Trek 3. Does that
Tang.
have a name?
The Tang.
Thank you.
Kang, yeah, that's it. Yeah.
One of us would know. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I like them well enough in Desert Crossing. It's nice to see, like, because we so rarely get, like, different weather uniforms for them. I know Cisco had his weird desert robe in the, like, season 7 premiere
I like
of
that thing.
DS9. But yeah, aside from that, this one does, you know, they got the jackets sometimes. Like, I feel like the only other instance really was the away team coats in Wrath of Khan. Oh, and the cage, Doi.
Oh, yeah, those coats. Those are pretty nice.
Which I want to say Strange New Worlds has kind of picked up on again.
Oh, they definitely have. They absolutely have, and I give them some credit for that.
Yeah.
I'm going to use this as a segue because,
Great.
you know, we also get some great coats in the 7th.
True.
So, let's move on over. So, here we are, the 7th. T'Pol gets a call from some Vulcan saying, "We have more covert shit that's gonna piss Archer off. You ready for this?" And boy, T'Pol is not ready for this. So she goes...
Oh, wait.
Amazing. She goes and warns Archer that he's about to get racist. time.
Woo! That's good.
And honestly, I think Archer did a better job biting his tongue than usual.
He's learning.
Which isn't zero amount.
No.
Which it was still a lot. Like, he was still, like, very much, fuck your classified documentation and shit. I want to know. He mostly doesn't do all the things. But he really wants classified missions to include him, I guess. So T'Pol just decides, oh, I guess I'll include him. Here's the deal. T'Pol is actually some kind of super skilled tracker in the Vulcan Ministry of Security who once had to extract these Vulcan deep cover agents who'd infiltrated Agaron to clean up their government or something. I'm sure it was more logical than it sounds. I'm already barely following this episode. Doesn't matter, except that what you need to know is some Vulcans defected for reasons. So our update is the last of the defectors, Minos, who was assigned to T'Pol, has been spotted in the Pernaya system, allegedly smuggling biotoxins. Go get him, T'Pol. Quickly, I'm going to get the B-plot out of the way in one line. Tucker is left in charge of the ship, and he's a stupid ninny about it. Check. Back to the show. T'Pol, Archer, and Mayweather, of all people.
Don't worry, he doesn't do anything.
He does one thing, I'll get to it. They go down to this moon covered in poison snow that comes up later, and we find Minos almost immediately. Where's my that was easy button? But there's this Kafka-esque hold-up, and we have to wait several hours for the poison snow to melt or some shit before we can actually take him away, giving us more time for backstory. So T'Pol's been having these flashbacks of the last time she almost caught Minos on Ryza, and also this other guy, Jacen. Oh. Now, who's Jacen, you may be asking? Plot twist! Minos isn't the 6th defector that on T'Pol's list. He's the 7th. But 17 or so years ago, she accidentally killed the fuck out of Jacen. And then had her memories repressed, because she really didn't take it well, because, Vulcan and all this shit. And now that all this has come stirring back up again, T'Pol is finding herself in a minor ethical conflict. For some reason, we have left Mayweather alone with Minos, which was foolish, because the second that happened, Minos set the fucking bar on fire.
While being handcuffed to a table, mind
It's
you.
impressive.
He somehow lit it on fire by knocking the table over. I don't know what tables are made out of on that
Fire.
planet. Yeah.
Deuterium.
You know what was there was a little decorative candle on there.
Yes.
And the one time it wasn't an LED tea light, it was the real thing. And apparently everything in there has been shellacked with fucking gasoline.
Well, they clearly
up,
don't wipe down surfaces.
Okay, so Archer seems very intent on letting Minos burn alive, which is a little bit fascinating. But T'Pol has somehow let him escape. We go to his ship. I guess the snow is no longer poisoned. It's fine. We discover that he has indeed been hiding the biotoxins after all. And then we easily catch him again. But wait, oh no. T'Pol's ethical conflict is... Oh wait, never mind. Archer, of all fucking people, has convinced her to stun Minos and take him away. That was easy. The end. Where's my button?
That was easy.
Nice.
I'm literally buying you one of these.
No, don't.
Okay.
Please don't. I don't want to cost you money for a bullshit thing.
Okay. This episode
Is
really...
sponsored by Staples? Oh, you meant the episode of the show.
Fucking face plants in the last 5 minutes.
I lost the thread entirely.
I stopped paying attention within the first 10 minutes, first 10 minutes of the episode. So
Here's
I
the
have
thing.
no idea what happened at the last 10.
I actually, could not remember what Minos' deal was.
Should have died.
By
Should have died!
By the way, not a very Vulcan name. She seemed to be using it like that was his real name, not his undercover name.
Oh, that's interesting.
So, shouldn't his name have been something Vulcan?
Also,
That's a good point.
But
why didn't he have any
Vulcan
attributes?
well, that's how deep cover he'd been.
He's like one of those Americans from the
Yeah,
Russians.
but
Nope, other way around.
it-
Russians from the
But
Americans.
it almost makes zero
that Welsh guy.
sense that he would... why bother making the character Vulcan to begin with?
So that T'Pol would be the one that was after him.
Could have easily just been some other criminal.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, that I had the least problem with, because like Abe said, it is kind of you do have these situations of deep cover agents who go native. You know, who decide they actually like whatever lifestyle they're supposed to infiltrate.
But
like,
not Vulcans, man.
Yeah, here's my question. Here's my massive question, because the whole time I'm distracted by how un-Vulcan literally everyone is. Why do we care that he defected?
Because he broke the rules.
So fucking what?
They're Vulcans.
Vulcans are sticklers for the rules.
So it's more logical to create this security agency to send people down to track down people who are just living their fucking lives?
It does seem like a waste of resources.
Well, see, and this was my complaint.
Especially since he's not,
Especially over 30 fucking years or so.
The fact that at the end they're like, oh, nope, he definitively was in fact smuggling bad things.
Bio weapons or
They
whatever.
should have left it ambiguous, and that would have made it so much better.
A little bit.
Because it's like, I feel
he
like
still should have gotten actually killed.
Possibly, but my thing is just, it's kind of the coward's way out, I think, on the part of the show, to just be like, oh, nope, definitively a bad guy. That family came with the frame.
Yeah, I mean, that's... T'Pol almost having a kind of ethical crisis of, oh God, I forgot that it was so bad last time and it went so wrong last time. And this guy, seemingly innocent, and yes, it would have been much more interesting if it were left vague. It should have been also much more of a debate of if she lets him go.
Yeah.
I don't know why Archer was on the Vulcan side all of a sudden. That was very new.
Because he's a criminal. Criminal's bad.
We didn't know he was a criminal when the first time he's like, oh, you're not here to judge, you're just here to bring him in. Wow, that is unlike Archer. Archer always judges. He's the most judgmental captain we've had.
Yeah, it like, I think this is one where, again, there's the seeds of a really good episode, but they fumbled it in key areas.
I don't even see the seeds, man.
Like, I think the idea of, like, I have to chase down this guy, again, if they had left his actual status ambiguous, you know, if it really was just, this is the Vulcans embarrassed by this guy going off, and they really would rather he not exist, you know, and so is he a criminal? Is he not? Like, I'd
like to know why he defected in the first place. Like, what is the appeal of staying with these people? And we don't get to know.
Vulcan?
People, what's wrong with being Vulcan? You get to feel superior to everyone. It's the best.
But we've already met, you know, some Vulcans who have decided being Vulcan kind of sucks.
It seems like everyone...
Like Cybok.
It seems like everyone that we meet in this show pretty much has decided that being Vulcan sucks.
No, not the Vulcan. Well, let me rephrase that. Not the ones on Earth.
Yeah, but, like, aside from them, like, it seems like we had those weird mind meld, that guy.
Yeah, that creep.
And then weren't there also, like, wasn't there another set of weird Vulcans? Oh, there was, what's her name?
Oh, Valar.
Valar.
Valar was interesting. She was still very Vulcan,
yeah,
but she was a little more nuanced.
Yeah, well, her whole thing, like we said...
She was actually a character.
Her, like we said at the time, her thing is kind of like she has to be a little more flexible because she's an ambassador. She has to deal with other cultures more on, like, a negotiating term, not on a, I get to say what's what term.
I will willingly shake your hand because I know it's a thing you guys like.
But I'm still bad at it.
Yes, that's cute.
That felt very... appropriate.
Right, yeah, I liked it.
I think, again, you could have spent more, like, this was not the place for a comedy B-plot.
Oh, God, the B-plot, yes. What the fuck?
Pretending to be Archer was actually kind of funny.
But stupid.
Yes, and in a different episode, I'd have been here for it. But in this episode where the A-plot is so serious, it's completely out of place.
See, the Trip pretending to be Archer... Okay, funny, and the punchline is, oh, it's just Vulcans relaying the score of a water polo match.
Yeah.
Kind of funny, but the scene where he's having dinner with Reed and Phlox has an actual thing he needs the acting captain to decide, and Tucker's like, oh, I don't know, fuck, I'm gonna hide.
Well, that's why I was kind of like, though, because he was like, for him, it was just like, I'm going to put on the water polo match, we're going to use his dining room, I'm going to play captain, but then he actually has to do thoughts, and he's just like...
But Trip isn't inept.
He's not inept, but he's not used to leadership decisions outside of the engine room.
I feel like we've left him in charge of things before.
Well, yeah, but, like, he gets to, like, he's had the bridge before, but he's never been the captain for any period of time.
And, like, again, in an episode where the A-plot was less serious, I probably would have been okay with it. But in this case, it's just like, this is an issue all Treks have had.
Yeah, the tone.
Voyager did it a lot, too,
tone
where
change.
it's just like, I can't remember the number of times in Voyager where we're like, this A and B plot
Oh,
Don't meld
Deep
each other.
Space Nine did it all the time too.
Yeah.
Usually with Ferengi shenanigans.
True,
'Cause
yeah.
That's what they're there for.
Yeah, it's like, this is not the episode for this, fellas.
Oh, we just murdered the fuck out of Eddington.
So-
Nog's having a laugh.
So did everybody on the Enterprise contract this virus that
Obviously, because
that-
Trip didn't do anything
Trip
about
did not
it.
allow flocks to flee?
Yeah.
Everyone has
If it wasn't-
spewing diarrhea now.
I was saying, if it wasn't such a serious episode, they could have come back at the end and been like, Archer sits down and he's just like, so, I miss anything? And they're like, no, nothing, Captain. And then Reed goes, may I be excused, Captain? I have to use the lavatory.
I kind of thought that needing an excuse to keep Archer away from talking to the Vulcan captain for 4 days was gonna lead to him actually making everyone get inoculated, and then Trip having to admit to the Vulcan, like, actually, he's been on the shitter for 72 hours now, straight.
Again, in a less serious episode, that would have been an amazing resolution. I'd have kind of loved that.
It's what I expected. I was a little disappointed.
Well, just again, if it was a more lighthearted thing, it's like, look.
Not poop joke, though.
Well, no, but even just like, look.
There already is a poop joke, though. He's like, you mean I'm going to give my crew the runs?
Squirts?
The runs.
No,
Would you rather get them all sick?
But let's be honest.
A?
If it wasn't a TV show, Trip definitely would have said the squirts.
Do you prefer dye or diarrhea? I believe you'll have to change the name of that to liveria.
I genuinely would love to have heard Phlox say that.
Woof.
Wow. I don't really...
So yeah, excise the comedy B-plot.
Good.
Leave the status of our Vulcan deep cover guy to, like, ambiguous. If we'd gotten rid of the comedy B-plot, maybe we could have had a scene where,
we explored literally anything.
Yeah, where, like, maybe even Mayweather gets to fucking do something.
Nah, unneeded.
Let's not get
And
carried
it's
away.
just like, so what's the deal, man? And
What?
he could be like...
Did we need Mayweather? Because the Vulcan Security Council, or whoever the hell they are, they tell T'Pol, you need to get down to Pernea Prime's ice moon of poison. You can take a pilot with you.
Yeah.
And she takes a pilot, but then she also takes Archer.
That's the thing.
Why can't Archer be the pilot?
When she went to Archer, be like, I want you to come with me. It's like, and here's how we get Mayweather out of it. But it's like, oh, he's still going?
I thought that was incredibly, like, under wraps.
Is
No
Mayweather
one can know.
actually gonna get to do sit? No, he isn't. Poor Mayweather.
Mayweather won't talk to anybody about this. He never gets to talk.
Can we, like, let Anthony Montgomery, like, just play a new character in not Lower Decks, Prodigy, or one of the other cartoons?
Why not?
So it's not weird when we see him and we're like, that's just
Put
just
him in
Mayweather.
makeup. It's fine.
That's Joey
No one
Alien.
will recognize him because we never see him.
He was in the, like, 50th anniversary special they did a few years ago, and he looks much the same. So you would definitely have to, like, cover him in makeup, otherwise you're gonna be going, that's just... Then again, they had fucking Cisco's dad, and he'd already been Admiral Cartwright or whatever.
Oh, yeah, Brock Peters. Speaking of those kinds of things, Jake made a good point when we first go down to this cantina thing.
Mm-hmm.
And T'Pol's like, if he sees me, he'll scatter. Why are you not in a disguise, T'Pol?
Right?
Good point.
Idiot!
No, I'm wearing this hood. It's fine.
He recognized her by face immediately. And hid under a table like a champ.
There was some Star Wars
Yeah.
nonsense.
My friend doesn't like you.
Yeah.
Oh, the random guy that shoved T'Pol out of the way or something.
And it was all very convenient when that guy showed up.
It was.
Like, he showed up that time to, like, prevent her from grabbing him then. And then he showed up another time to get in Archer's way.
Well, no, actually, the first time he prevented him from getting her. Because she's seeing him come up behind her. Or does he see her? Someone sees someone in a reflection.
Yeah, she sees him in a reflection into something or
and that's when the alien shows up and, like, knocks him down before he can get to her.
And then he runs away. And then, like, there's, like, a comically stupid chase. It's
just inside a canteen. No one even made it outside. We're just in this cantina.
The best part...
you can't go outside because the ground is
acid.
Is
poison
acid.
snow.
But, like, Archer gets up on a table and, like, whistles, causing... It could have at least turned into a ridiculous, like, 50s cowboy movie cantina-wide brawl or something.
So is this a ridiculous episode or a serious episode?
Yes. See, it would have been a perfect time for that.
Oh, God.
Also, last one, Seven Samurai. This one, Eternal Sunshine of the Vulcan Mind. Which really could have spent a lot more time on that. Also interesting that happened at Pajen.
Yeah, I noticed that too.
That's where all the sketchy shit happens.
That's why she didn't want Archer going down.
Yeah,
so I know this place.
Like, this is one of our most sacred brain wipe institutions. How dare you desecrate it with your...
No, it's an obscure practice, you see. No one uses it anymore. Sure. Oh, no, obsolete is the word she used. Obsolete practice.
Yeah, so she went and she got herself a lobotomy is what happened.
Basically.
Yeah. Didn't look fun.
No, it looked awful.
And it like it
didn't even work. Damn it.
The practitioner, the guy doing it, looked like the fucking crypt keeper.
Melty McFace over here.
Yeah, like that was clearly a 200-year-old Vulcan. That was a Vulcan who was he is dead
Bendy
now.
syndrome.
Again, I feel like germs of a really good episode. Like, had this been in the hands of, say, the DS9 writers, they would have made something great.
Yeah, if it were like a Cardassian instead, because I feel like that makes more sense for like you trying to leave your culture and stuff like that.
Yeah, if it was the DS9 writers, we would have had Duet.
Yeah, it's like a weird mix of like Duet and
Profit and Loss.
What's the one?
Phantom of the Opera, that one? Or...
No, God, no.
Oh,
no.
yeah, that weird.
No, the one where Kira wakes up as a Cardi.
Oh,
Second Skin.
There we go, Second Skin.
Yeah.
That's such a good episode.
Oh. No, I'm thinking a little bit Profit and Loss, the one with Quark's Cardassian girlfriend. Not Profit and Lace. Natima.
Why don't I remember Profit and Loss?
Oh, it's pretty good.
I'm sure it is. I just can't remember it for some reason.
Yeah, she's like a insurrectionist of some kind. She has these two students. They spot her on Deep Space Nine.
Yeah, okay, that's starting to come back.
But then
now.
other Cardassians come and they try to take her away.
Right. Oh, right. And then does she flee to the Gamma Quadrant? Or am I making that up?
They flee and...
Yeah, and Quark's like, my love!
Yeah, he unlucky and love that fella.
They were very cute together.
They were. Yeah, okay, I remember that one.
But there's lots of opportunities that these writers could be taking
for any
to make better episodes, and they just consistently choose not to do it.
So you know what would be cool if T'Pol was some kind of secret spy thing. All right,
well,
sure. Like go with that.
All right, if you're gonna, but like you could even do cool shit like that. Like, what if it was like when she gets put in the situation, she just like reactivates like entirely and just becomes a fucking killing machine and like can't be stopped, and it's like we need fucking help. We need some way to like stop T'Pol from like destroying this whole place.
That seems very illogical.
We get a terrible.
Well, right. I think that's
eventually.
the whole idea, right? Because she's losing her shit a little bit.
It just seems way too Willow and Simon or whatever the fuck their names are in
what?
Firefly. What's her name? River.
Oh,
what the fuck's her name?
River.
I always say Willow.
Yeah, I
what
think Willow
asshole.
is the witch from Buffy, isn't it?
I don't watch Buffy. I have no idea.
Neither do I, but I think that's what it is.
Yes, there was a character named Willow.
Willow's also a
type of
Warwick Davis.
Warwick Davis
character from that movie.
By the way, earlier when you said Kafka-esque hold up, I realized what you meant, but for a split second, I literally pictured a huge cockroach with a gun being like, "Give me all your money."
Oh, well, that kind of a hold up. That'd be pretty good. What else do I have in my notes?
Boring.
Yeah.
I mean, again, as far as like this show goes, it's better than a lot, but it could have been. I checked
out of this one pretty
so much better.
It felt. Go ahead.
I was checked out the entire time during this episode because it just was not remotely interesting to me.
I thought it was interesting that Archer was doing like the opposite of his usual thing in this episode.
He's learning, maybe?
Like, I feel like usually...
But he's learning the wrong thing.
He's like, you know,
Baby steps.
Like, you know, in the first episode in Marauders, he's like, yeah, but we've got to help, right? After they've been like, just fucking get out or they're going to kill us. He's like, no, we're going to fix this. But then T'Pol's like, but I'm having feelings and thoughts and I really want to make this right. And he was like, you were told to bring him in, not to judge him. It's like, Archer, what the fuck? Pot meat kettle. thought it was very odd and uncharacteristic of him.
Yeah, it's in Marauders. It's the same thing that Archer already learned in it was Desert Crossing, I think, where he comes about it being like, oh, maybe I shouldn't, try to help everyone we meet. Nope, you're gonna do it anyway, dick ass.
Dick ass.
I like there was one comment at the beginning where like, oh, where are we gonna keep Minos while we're waiting for your snow to do whatever thing it's doing? And the guy says, does this look like a prison? I'm like, it looks exactly like River Pente.
I mean, kinda.
It's kind of a dump, yeah. Okay. I wanted, again, if this was a less serious episode, when he's like, put them in that storage locker, I want Rock to be like, no one's put me in a locker since high school and they're not doing it again!
It's also interesting to me that they seem to have more or less entirely dropped the language barrier thing lately.
Oh,
yeah. That's a good
like,
point.
The translator just works now.
Yeah, well, she's fixed the communicators and they're fine now.
That's why she has to be a fucking... a master marksman now, is because she's no longer necessary.
She's a master marksman / receptionist. Which is what she
one job on this ship.
Which is what she was in this episode. The Vulcans are calling again, sir.
They need an answer.
Yeah. Can you get me some coffee? Thanks, sugar boots.
Yeah, and Trip was also a little whiny bitch, being like, why don't I get to know the classified information? It's like, Trip, Jesus Christ. Do you not know what classified information means? No. You know what isn't classified?
Uh-oh.
Our thoughts on Beverly Crusher, because they're up on our Tumblr and we're going to talk about them right now.
Crushing it.
Hey!
Yeah, so as we've been doing, more character spotlights this week. Bev from TNG.
Beverly, Blazing Bev Crusher.
Oh yeah, those are all her best moments.
Yeah, and I
Jake's been prepared for weeks.
That's right. That's right.
Because I would prepared these for last week because I thought
because you forgot we were talking about a far superior doctor. I understand.
That's true. I don't know. Bev's got some good moments. Would you like to hear about them?
Yes.
I'm gonna say when she kind of figured shit out. It took her a while, but when she eventually figured shit out, when she was trapped in the Pocket Universe in Remember Me.
Remember Me is very good.
Putting the pieces together.
Oh, that's when she's the only person like flying the ship.
Yeah.
Either the universe is wrong, or I'm drunk.
That would have been the thing. If Pulaski had been the doctor and they did that plot, she would have just assumed she was drunk.
Well, because she was Lady Bones, and Bones was always drunk.
I'm gonna say deborgifying Picard.
Oh, I didn't think of that one.
Because that was assumed to be impossible, and they just let many other people who had been Borgified just get killed.
Mm.
But no, she managed to take his Borginess away and fix him up. Mostly okay, because he still had some lingering effects.
No, he had to, mud wrestle his brother to fix those.
Well, also,
for God's sake, she's a doctor, not a miracle worker.
Well, there's also the time that that he passed on his Borg nanoprobes to his son, who had Borg brain syndrome.
Bev, what are you doing? So she just kept some of those around.
You.
Anyway, and then my last great Crusher thing is how she solved the mystery, the murder in Suspicions.
Yeah, she had a lot of good stuff in Suspicions.
Yeah, that was a good bad episode.
Bev's time to shine. In a sun, literally.
Yeah.
I'm going to go next, because Jake already said two of mine. Suspicion. And figuring out the broken-ass Pocket Universe. And also the high ground.
As a good thing?
Ground? Yeah.
Okay, when she banged a terrorist?
No, but when she is when there's the attack and the locals are like, you can't treat that man, he's a terrorist. And she's like, he's a patient, fuck off.
That's a good moment. Yeah, putting her foot down like doctors do.
Yeah, she's like, he's a patient, I don't give a fuck who he is. I don't care about your civil war. As always, the Federation's being really wishy-washy with this prime directive thing. Oh, we're not going to interfere with the war, but we are going to trade with one side of it. That's called being involved in the war.
Yeah, but it's only one side of it, so we're not Jameson or anything.
Yeah, he violated the Prime Directive less! God, the Federation are such pricks. Next.
How about you, Caitlin?
Yes, I'm definitely ready. And not looking at a list of good Bev moments. Well, there was that whole season where she wasn't around. I liked that.
That's mean.
That was
Because
great.
you left Wesley behind like a pro.
Oh, well, I didn't like. That's on my bad list, you know. I was also thinking about Remember Me though, because she's kind of the last woman standing.
Yeah, I love that episode.
I don't know. I'm trying to think of anything else. Here's the thing. I also don't agree with this one. This is going to be on my bad list, in fact. Like, I just feel like she's like one of those characters in TNG who like isn't Data or Picard.
Yeah, so she doesn't get stuff to do.
She doesn't really get much to do. It's like most of the time
she's there for doctor medical babble.
Yeah,
That's usually it.
And
sometimes she teaches dance and acting.
Yeah, those are bad also. Yeah, I don't really...
And she's a mom.
That's
a terrible mom.
A great mom.
Wesley seems to like her.
Wesley's a fuckwit.
And also, Will Wheaton and she are like closer than Will Wheaton is with his real parents. All right, so I'll say that. I think it's great that Crusher and Will Wheaton are good friends still. It's not technically a Crusher moment. Ames is like, I'm gonna kill you while you sleep. I bought you this nice poetry book, and you fucking don't even think about fucking Crusher.
That is nice to bring up because yes, I do love whenever you see them interact, and he calls her his space mom, and it's very cute. Don't worry, I got lots of spares for you.
Thank you, Ames.
Let's have a couple.
Holy fuck, you weren't kidding.
Well, most of them are jokes.
Name three.
Here's three. Flying into a damn sun in descent to hide from Borg or something.
Oh yeah, that was a cool move.
Always flying into suns.
She flies into suns an awful lot, and it's always amazing. I love when she shot the fuck out of the candle in Sub Rosa. It's like, you know what, Ronan? The dick's not that good. Pew pew.
Wow.
And my last one that I'm going to give it to is another time when she just walks in and goes pew pew, and that's in Conspiracy when, oh god, Admiral what's-his-fucking nut, who's actually a worm in his neck, throws Geordi through a wall or some shit.
Oh yeah.
Not decapitates. Incapacitates Riker briefly. Bev just shows up in the doorway, shoots him, he doesn't go down, flip it to kill, shoots him again, just standing like stoically like, don't kill me, bang, don't kill me, bang.
I forgot about that.
I love that moment for her.
That's where you just kind of remember the ridiculous gory end, and the rest of it is kind of a haze.
Yeah, it's Bev getting to be a badass for a moment.
I forgot about that.
Let me rail off two super quick honorable mentions while we're here. Somehow reviving Troy at the end of Man of the People.
Science.
Yeah, science. Oh, yes. All we need to do is kill Troy. Okay. And then we'll bring her back. Okay. And my last one, she survives the decompressed cargo bay in Disaster, which is way better than how Archer survived a decompressed cargo bay in, I'm going to say Cold Front. That sounds right.
Yeah, dangling.
Yeah, when he jumped over the
when
railing.
He jumps over a railing.
It wasn't Cold Front. No, it was Cold Front.
Yeah, Shockwave is the season finale.
I was mixing those up in my head.
I was thinking because that's what I did. So I was like, I think I know what you did.
Yeah, but no, you are right. It was Cold Front.
Sweet. Good for Bev.
That was the one with the
way to go, Bev.
Religious pilgrims, right?
Yeah.
Oh, but now OG's Bev.
OG.
Father. Every goddamn time.
Yeah, I mean, I think it goes without saying that Nana's fuck alien candle.
You loved that
fuck
one.
Candle
that
alien.
one didn't even make my initial list.
I don't know. For me, I mean, it's not necessarily a reflection of Crusher as much as a reflection on the writers. But just like that whole episode is just so stupid. And really just like jerking off to your grandma's journal is
really weird.
Really weird.
Yeah, it's not normal behavior.
What if it's a really good journal?
Apparently it was great. I'm going to say, and this one's, this is a bit of a stretch, I guess, but whatever happened in ethics, even though she wasn't directly responsible, it was that other Hillary Clinton doctor that was the real
Dr. Russell.
Yeah, Dr. Russell, but really I can't remember the exact circumstances of it. Like,
Worf had a crushed spine.
Well, right. I know what. Yeah, that. Like the circumstances of how the unethical surgery ended up taking place. Was it that Hillary Clinton just did it on her own without Bev's permission, or did Bev like consent and say you can do it?
Well, Worf is the one that needs to consent, and Worf consented.
But Crusher knew it was a very.
We should rewatch this one because that is kind of fascinating.
Yeah. Bad shit happened. I don't know if it's necessarily bad for Bev, but I included it on my list.
Yeah, why not?
And then inadvertently turning the entire crew into monsters in Genesis.
I mean,
because she treated Barclay with a synthetic T cell that mutated and got loose on the ship and turned everybody into monsters, except for Data.
Well, he wasn't on the ship.
I know. Who is also already a monster.
Oh, no, he's beautiful.
Well, surely it wouldn't have worked on him, right?
It didn't. Well,
we started working on Picard.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, so we know it affected Picard, but not Data.
Yeah. Because I know, like, in the first season or two, they played around with the idea that maybe there was some semi-organic aspect to him, but that got dropped.
And it definitely affected Spot, because Spot turned into a monstrous iguana.
But not her kittens. The kittens were fine. Because it can't pass the placenta, like in The Quickening.
Oh, yeah, and I guess technically Nurse Ogawa's fetus wasn't affected, I guess, right? Wasn't that?
Yeah, because that's how they doubly figured it out or some shit.
Mm-hmm.
Neat.
Well, I think they use the fetal amniotic fluid or something.
Yeah,
gross.
I don't know.
Yeah, that sounds gross. My turn. Not the whole of Sub Rosa, but something that actually was inspired by Caitlin a few weeks ago. Really, look, you want to enjoy your time with your grandma's porn. Fine. Don't go telling Deanna about it. She doesn't want to know.
I mean, Deanna is technically a therapist, so she probably should know.
Yeah, but if I may quote what Caitlin said, this episode's already gone live by this point.
This is what made you crack up for like a half an hour. I just listened to this episode.
Yes, yeah. Where she was just like, maybe we should discuss this in therapy. No, you're just gonna make me listen for free? Okay. Your delivery of it I literally had me so lightheaded. I was a little out of it for the rest of the episode.
Boy, I'm funny. Wow.
What else did I have? Doubling up with Picard on the Shut Up Wesley.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
Because as we pointed out, he was right.
Yep.
So they both fucked up on that one.
It's also just rude to say that, and you shouldn't speak to your child that way.
Not when he's at work, too. That's really awkward. And since I gave Troy the stretching scene, I will give Bev the firm boobs scene.
Oh, you gave it to Troy, too. They both had it.
Well, I think I gave it to Troy. I gave Troy firm boobs.
Gross, Jake. All right, more firm boobs.
That fucking scene.
You just reuse the same screenshot.
I've already got it. So it's already on the internet. How about you, Caitlin? I know you had one ready to go, and I agree. I agree with that one.
What was the one what was that?
This one right here.
Yes, how did you know?
Because I saw you look at it.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. She fucking has sex with Riker's body when her boyfriend's in it. That's fucking weird.
It's gross and there's no consent.
Why is all
that's
of her...
the Trill episode?
Yeah.
All of her sex is
the different Trill.
Creepy. And my other thing that I don't like about that episode is, well, I don't know. I understand why she is like, oh no, my Trill boyfriend is now a Trill girlfriend, and why that might not work for her. But I didn't feel like it spoke very well of her character. And also, don't read your grandmother's gross porn diary and fucking fuck a ghost who's had his dick in your grandma. That ghost dick is still wet from Nana.
Wow.
And you're fucking like, get in here, buddy.
It's not a ghost. It's an alien.
That's true. He is an alien.
People always say ghost, but it is an alien.
Well, whatever he is, he was fucking her grandma. You don't fuck a guy who fucks your meemaw.
So from one grandma, she learns about like herbal medicine. And from the other, she learns how to fuck candle aliens.
Pretty sure it's the same grandma.
Is it?
I thought so.
Oh.
Well,
okay.
you'd have to be on some fucking herb to fuck a candle alien.
Because it's the grandma who raised her when her parents died.
Oh, okay. So it's all right. Well,
so I'm pretty sure that's the same grandma.
Grandma Howard.
I have 3 gross moments from Bev ready to go. On the Naked Now, she gets all horny for Picard. And I'm like, God damn it, writers. Can't the women have any other fucking attributes when they're drunk?
Nope.
No.
Only horny. All 3 women get horny and naked now, and it's stupid.
Well, I mean, like, what else do we know about women? I mean, do women have other interests?
On the one hand, it's stupid. Like, totally. But it does give us the greatest unresolved romance in all of Star Trek.
What? No, that's Pulaski Wharf.
Oh, yeah.
That other one. But Data and Yar.
Oh, that one! Okay, yeah, that's pretty good.
I mean, but that's not really... I mean, that's a real unrequited romance.
Yeah, it would have been interesting to see, like, if she had stuck around, if they would have tried to do anything with that again.
Yeah,
Sorry, go on.
Yeah, but anyway, more Bev things. Another gross Bev thing she does. In Chain of Command, when they're trying to get information about something, she demeans herself by giving a Ferengi umox. And I find that gross.
God, I forgot about that.
Wait, what happened? What about umox?
She gives a Ferengi umox because she said, I want information, and
Is
she
that-
starts touching his ears.
Is that from part 1? Yeah, it's from part 1. I've said it before. Part 2 of Chain of Command is fucking great.
Mm-hmm.
Part 1 is mostly bad.
Part 1 is strange, but, like, she does some good, like, Bev does some good stuff.
She does,
Yeah, yeah.
she does like the commando shit.
Yeah, she gets to go
Yeah.
ramble around, and that's kind of fun. But then she goes and demeans herself, and it's disgusting, and I'm opposed.
Yeah. But just in general, that whole first... It's like... It's such a contrived setup to get to the good part in part 2.
Yeah. One last thing I have to shit on, and that's the vengeance factor, when Bev is like, hey, computer, would this woman look like Utah if you could see her face? And the computer's like, sure, why not?
Like, inside... She's like, what? I mean, I can't prove no, so I guess.
Here you go.
Another Chat GPT moment.
Yeah.
And it can't have fingers either.
That's what the Bioneural Gel Packs and Voyager's computer, it'd be great at that kind of shit. Because that's the whole point. It's supposed to be able to make leaps of logic and stuff.
Yeah.
So thank you, Bev.
Mm-hmm.
Always a pleasure.
Did she? I know we talked about Troy already, but did Bev ever truly get like a great showing episode like Troy had in Face of the Enemy or whatever?
I'd give Remember Me's pretty good.
Yeah,
That's kind of one of the few real showcases they give her.
And Suspicions, even though I think
Yeah.
the frame story of Suspicions is kind of garbage, but Bev in it is quite solid.
Yeah.
All right.
So
Thank
she's got 2-ish.
2-ish.
We'll say 1.5. 1 3/4.
Yeah, 1 3/4.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I accept your.
But yes, they were both underserved by the writers quite badly.
Yeah, I mean, Bev spends most of the time being Wesley's mom. Speaking of which, next week,
Oh no.
get fucking ready, because we're going to cover Wesley Crusher. In candy.
Oh.
I was going to say in ugly sweaters.
How many,
Yes.
We have to come up with 3 good things, though.
Good luck.
Well, look forward to that. And also look forward to more Enterprise in the form of The Communicator and Singularity.
Ooh.
Until then, continue to follow us on your favorite podcasting application. Think about rating us on your favorite podcasting application if you can. We are on the Facebook and the SoundCloud and the Tumblr, where this will have been tumbled already.
Tumble.
The Hamburglar?
Rubble.
The Tumburglar?
Tumble. Oh god, they've redesigned the Hamburglar and he is horrifying looking.
Oh boy. I don't
Yeah,
like this
in a
guy.
whole new way.
Can't we have the sexy Hamburglar back?
Seriously, he did
I
not
enjoyed
last. He
that
was
joke.
great. We all loved him. Anyway, this has been Chris.
This has been Ames.
This has been Caitlin.
This has been Jay.
Did you just find...
Nice.
I was on top of it that time.